The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I am your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Foxy, and we are here for the game between Kira Esports and Quantum G1 on a coastline. Pretty sure both of these teams need no introduction for all of our lovely viewers at home as the match is truly underway. Foxy, how do you feel tonight?
Yeah, I feel amazing, Blackjack. We're up and running in this match. That is going to be coastline. So, not wasting any more time, we'll get right into this match. Kira Esports versus Quantum G1. One thing we've got to keep in mind here is Quantum G1 so far, they've had an amazing season 2. Such an unbeatable win streak that they've had for themselves. And it only stands to see if Kira Esports bring out and break their win streak here. Kira Esports right now, they stand on the 4th position in the standings of the league right now, while on the 3rd we've got Union Gaming, on the 2nd we've got Quantum G1, and on the 1st it's Demon's Force. So, Blackjack, what are your thoughts as we proceed into this game? And 2 bans coming out already, Jackal, Capita, and the 3rd one is going to be Mira.
Well, first and foremost, the bans are pretty standard coming out from both of these teams. It's almost expected to see a Capitao and a Mira ban when it comes to a map like Clubhouse, especially more so Mira, because we have seen how powerful she can be on quite a few number of sites, you know? And Capita, of course, we know exactly why. The amount of sheer utility he brings just too much, as the last ban for the defenders is gonna be Maestro. That is Quantum G1 taking out the Italian operator. And yeah, Maestro bans have actually risen a little bit in frequency since about last week, I'd say, in Season 2. Primarily because I think people are just now grasping that Maestro's Alda might just be a little bit far more powerful than Echo's MP5 SD. And maybe going up against the two Yokai drones is a better trade-in than going up against a couple of indestructible Evil Eye cameras, you know? Yeah, but, you know, it's a trade-off that leads into player preference. But let's take a quick look at both of the rosters that we have on play today. From the side of Kira Esports, we've got a Thurv, Deathhammer, Rattler, Khajiit, and Deathstroke. And from the side of Quantum G1, we've got Aniket, Jittery, Sparko, Poseidon, and Beat. The 6 becomes from Khajiit. He's going out of the gridlock into the Nomad. And we did see the Vigil for Quantum G1 try to take a 6-week ticket, but you know, that was way too late right there, and he won't be gaining anything out of that 6-week ticket. Just staying on the Vigil, that is of course on the Kate right there, and Sparko bringing in the Goyo, while the first site for round 1 is Kitchen and Seven Finishers. And everything we've seen from both these teams, Kira Esports and Quantum G1 so far, they are amazing teams that thoroughly deserve to be at the top of Division 1. But Quantum G1 so far have won all, they've had 3 games so far as my data tells me. And all 3 they have won without much of a contest coming out from their opponents, which is quite the show of domination from them. Will they be able to continue their dominating run so far in this game against Kira Esports, or will they be shut down? Will their win streak be shut down, for that matter? Only remains to be seen. We've got Sparko playing quite jumpy right now, peeking everything he can. And oh, Jittery's going to face check the main door of main lobby, but he's going to take quite a few shots and forced to rotate back into courtyard for the time being. Aniket's here to support, of course, and there we go. Jittery should go down, as Anikete will find one, give away his position. Will he get the buck there too? He sees him, lights him up a little bit. But a Thurv, he's actually going to go for the push. That is Zofia right there. As Deathstroke goes down, Beat gets a Thurv in the meanwhile, as the kill onto Jittery is confirmed. But that is a 2-man trade for just Jittery, and Kira Esports might be regretting this decision because they've lost pretty much, they've lost 2/3, well, half actually, of their soft breach potential. Ash and Zofia, of course, can still get a bit of the job done as Khajiit finds Beat, but Aniket is still here in security. Will he find the Zofia? He goes for the peek, he will get it, as Sparko finds another one, and now it is all down to Rattler very quickly in the round. It's still 1:50 left for them, but he's gonna go right in to surface entrance. He's gonna be peeked by just about everybody, and he's gonna find Sparko. That's the first kill right here. He has the diffuser, he's moved to the kitchen inside of a bomb, and there's somebody playing right next to him. Does he know? No, he doesn't, and there we go. He tried to fake the plant, but Poseidon, in the proper position, will take down the Ash and give Quantum G1 round 1. Oh boy, a quick take. Indeed, we still had 1:40 left in that round, and all the action went so quickly, I almost lost track of it all. But thankfully, this time my brain is, you know, supporting me through and through. It usually doesn't, as we're going to be moving into round 2. Hookah Lounge is the side of defense from the side of Quantum G1, as, oh boy, Jittery was the only one to go down for them, while Kira Esports lost both the sledge and the buck, which is certainly something they did not need at all. And trying to push the Vigil ended up costing them so much more. And that's a way to begin, all right. That's a way to begin.
I think Quantum G1 is expecting that aggression.
Oh boy. Anyway, coming into round 2 right here, we have the same set of operators from both teams. Similar.
No, never mind. I just realized that I was muted on your end, but I was live on the stream. And I was speaking, and then I realized you were speaking as well. Then I realized, all right, never mind. It's like I'm just muted. But anyways, now you can hear me, right?
Yes. I was wondering, like, you're still muted here. What's up with that? And then,
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So, coming back to what I was saying, is I think Quantum G1 were expecting the aggression coming in from the side of Kira Esports, and we know for a fact that Aniket was a former member of Kira Esports, and that was in season 1 of this same league. Is at this roster change, and he's been taken inside Quantum G1 since then. He's been playing amazingly well. He's been on a more of a semi-flex operator role that he offers for his team. And like you said, Sparko and should be the only ones to go down in that last round. There's so much reconstruction being done from the side of Quantum G1 right now in this defense. Jitby still holding that angle down while Sparko is going to light somebody up. That is obviously from the top. He's got himself some really good angles, but looks away at the wrong time if you'd ask me. Push is eminent from the side of Kira Esports. They're getting some drone works done in, and the nade should go out any time now, only to get caught out by the Womai. Sparko is still going to run away from that. Doesn't want to pick that fight. Still, something that Kira Esports is not having for themselves is a Hibana that you can get the hatch from down below. And what am I looking at here? There's 3-4 attackers grappled on that balcony. A single flank might as well do a lot of damage, but Poseidon is here to get Deathstroke. Rattler is here to refrag onto Sparko. Not exactly sure where that went down, but meanwhile Athar is going to be doing some reconstruction and establishing the vertical play for himself. They suspect somebody creeping up on him, and the ping goes out as well. He has to go back on his drone and come back to his reconstruction duties. The push from the side of Aquarium has already happened. Rattler perfectly using the reinforced wall to his advantage. Rattler is actually going to be the one to go for the plan, but the smoke is what is stopping him from doing so. Beat on the smoke, has to be a little more careful from the buck. That is definitely not making this a little too... Alright, look at that. Just as I speak about it, Athar is going to get that kill. On to Beat. That is your smoke taken out. One tap comes in from Jittery. That's not the head of somebody, but Poseidon is going to take down Rattler. The buck still a pain in the butt for the side of Quantum G1. They definitely want to get this kill for themselves, but Athar is here with the teamwork from Nomad is going to take out that Jaeger playing inside the pink bar. Solano, Aniket and Poseidon, the Wumai on the AUG, and Aniket, he's got the ACOG for himself, and possible yokai drones that are put up in its vicinity. We'll still be seeing some pre-fires come out from both these operators here. Nothing to connect right now, but the plant is long overdue to go down in the default spot. No flanks into play, there's only 2 people left alive. Aniket moving his echo drone away, he's still going to get that shockwave onto him. Aniket, I think he's going down below. So he gets that kill manually, but Poseidon is going to manage to down that operator. It's going to come down to a frag fest unless they decide to do so. Aniket going for the run out. He's going to claim the life of Nomad. What is going on? Poseidon is on side. No time to plan, but Sledge is going to have to stick it now. It's all on Aniket to go for the plant stupid. Will he be able to do it is the real question. The plant has gone down. It's a post-plant situation for the Echo right now. Aniket is going to be full on HP. Death Hammer, he's on full HP as well. But look at this game-changing revive coming in from the Sledge. It's going to be a 2 versus 1 now for the side of the Echo. He does get spotted out. A little bit of attack comes along. And that's it. Amar gets the final kill. And Kira Esports walk away with this one. Definitely came close to the wire down there. Oh boy. This match is shaping up to be very intense.
Very intense indeed. This second round, if it's any indicator, we might just see a long game up ahead of us. Once again, we're going to be going to second floor hookah from the side of Quantum G1. And props to the Echo in that last round. He almost got it for his team. If there was sort of a full rotation that extended down to the floor, or if that deployable shield on the door of Hookah wasn't there, then maybe he could have completely stopped the plant and gave the clutch to his team. But that didn't happen, and once again, the past, it's in the past, it's in the past. So, with that being said, round 3 is in effect, and 1-1 is the early game scoreline. Up until roll-up, of course, a lot of this will matter going into roll-up. If any team gets the lead going into roll-up, if it's a 4-2 or a 5-1, that is a big situation for the team in the deficit to be in. And they have to try and claw their way back to equalize in the game, while the team in the lead, all they have to do is win 3 or 2 rounds, depending on how many rounds they are in the advantage of. And of course, seeing as both teams have won 1 round, there's no chance of a 7-0. That is absolutely assured right now. But there's still lots of chances for a wipeout victory from this point onward for either team. Now, I have nothing to say about who might do it, because as we've seen before, my predictions for the DC, for the W Black Esports Club League, have been at best 50% true and 50% false, and on a normal day, they are just completely wrong. So, I'm not going to go doing any sort of prediction game right now, and we're going to be moving into round 3 nice and quickly for both of these teams right here. Drones coming in from Deathstroke, making sure that no one's inside of the first floor office, as there might be a push coming in from there, but the soft breachers have congregated on the roof already, except for Rattler on the Ash, mind you. He was repelling somewhere on the map. I didn't quite get to catch where. And meanwhile, we've got Poseidon once again on the Wamai and Peter and the Jaeger. The double denial from the side of Quantum G1 is in full effect, and once again, Sparker slings his vertical angle. He sees somebody, but he's not going to connect, giving away his position instead. He could lose this Goyo shield if, unless, of course, there is some sort of denial right next to him or underneath the floor for that matter. Speaking of underneath the floor, he's going to take some shots from wherever that is, and there we go. He does lose his Goyo shield and gets burnt so hard and flashed out of his mind as, oh boy, Sparko not in a great position, forced to pull back, and oh boy indeed, very low on HP right there. Not a good situation for the man on the Goyo to be in, but he's still alive, and that's what matters for the rest of his team. 5v5 still in effect, of course, as all the destruction of that Goyo shield did was, well, actually didn't do a whole lot, just broke up the floor a little bit. There we go. Zofia with the lifelines, of course. The flashbangs are going to burn out in ADS, but shots are going to be fired as Deathammer goes down. Alrighty then. The sledge is off the board right there from Beat. Looks like that was yet another vertical angle that Quantum G1 are trying to challenge. Meanwhile, a third one, the upside down rappel with the buck this time around, as Ash is going to break the deployable shield that was on the pool table. Shots are fired, but no, he's still going to lose that, as Poseidon will somehow get the headshot on to the Zofia. Deathstroke goes down, and that's a big kill right there. And it's a 3v5 right now. A third, Rattler and Kazi, they're all that remains for Tira Esports. Athurv's a little bit hit, closer to half HP than he would like to be, but Rattler and Kajit are on full HP. No longer, as the Ash is going to go down, and the Nomad will do the run-up from Jittery, will secure him a double kill, and he knows that there's a buck here on Aquarium Balcony. No, he's jumped down. Will he find the Jaeger? No, peeks come out. He's not going to get the headshot just yet. He has to be very careful, Athurv, for the run-up from Jittery. He sees the smoke. He doesn't connect. What are you doing right there? No, that is not how you peek that. And he still managed to get beat with a pistol, but Jittery was right there to take him down. And what a play from the Jaeger to kill the last remaining attacker, giving Quantum G1 round 3.
Wow. Oh boy, what a round coming in from the side of Quantum G1. Shutting Kira down now, dead in the tracks right there, because Kira being a little too repetitive with what they were doing, excuse me, making their way inside Aquarium. They knew exactly what the push is going to be, and stopping them right there, very important for Quantum G1 getting that round for themselves. And that being said, we'll be proceeding to round 4 as G1 tries to defend kitchen and service entrance. Aniket with a 6-pick comes in from the Vigil onto the dock. No 6-pick coming in from the side of Quantum, Kira Esports, as my apologies, is sometimes my tongue or my throat just don't allow me to cast in a rather smooth flow. With that out of the way, we'll be seeing ourselves proceeding into this match here as the prep phase is live and running. Aniket most probably a roaming dog that might come out from him, but I only can assume what Aniket will use that for. As we know, the ACOG is perfect to use it at any point in this map. You can hold the sunrise with it, you can hold on to kitchen all the way towards service entrance. Poseidon, meanwhile, he's going to make sure those Valkyrie cams are used to perfection, and he uses them for his advantage. A very standard Valkyrie cam coming out from this man here. He's going to sit on them anytime now. Getting some bullet holes established for himself, and I don't know, it's been this, some reason it's been this little, I don't know, a fashion of honeycomb typey bullet holes. You know, the way they look like honeycombs. Arthur is going to test his crouch key on that. cam as he's going to take that out. He does spot it. It did not land in the designated spot that he wanted to. As Aniket is going to be playing on the main lobby actually, peeking all the way on towards Skylight. That is a play. Wait a minute. Poseidon losing so much HP already. Somebody from Quantum G1 always gets tagged up early. It's most possibly. There you go. As I was about to spell it out, you saw it. We'll keep other two stim pistols back in his pocket. Doesn't want to be using it right now, but the push is already coming from the IQ. And she gets shut down. A third. You gotta check your rolls, my man. Poseidon very quick to the trigger. Or I think he just bamboozled a third by moving in and out of that area. Is definitely going to cost Kira Esports with that frag coming in from the side of Quantum G1. Now that you don't have the IQ anymore, you cannot spot the Valkyrie cams unless they are they're a little too open out in the open. Not much emphasis in terms of how Quantum G1 is trying to counter this vertical play being offered. Aniket comes on to a flank most probably, or maybe it was just Rattler pushing in up. Sparko holding down with his holographic vector, while Jutri is going to be on the other side of the map holding the other side. Poseidon is offside as well. It's all under Beat when it comes to holding the side down. And Beat, proven to be the support operator that you always need. Flashes come out and so do the smoke babes. Beat is just going to fall back for the while. He's playing in a really ballsy spot right now. Could get taken out at any moment now from the vertical play, but a third is actually going to leave the lobby. But that's not going to make any change to the man count that we have right now for ourselves. Another babe tries to go out. It's going to connect finally as the Goyo shield has now been broken. That was placed by Sparko earlier. Aniket Jitri actually is going to be watching this long angle since the kitchen window was not open, but now it'll be opened. Sparko still waiting. Does hear the no-match shot placed on top of it, but Poseidon is going to go for a run out and claim a life. That is going to be Rattler taken out. Death Amar is still on the top. And so is Deathstroke. Death Amar going to claim his kill onto Sparko. It's all onto Deathstroke, Khajiit, and Amar to make this 3 versus 3 happen and make that a 3 versus 2. It's all onto Beat and Poseidon actually to win this for themselves. Poseidon is going to light up Death Amar and take his life instead. Another P comes in from Beat. He's going to get one. He's going to get them all. What a play from Quantum G1 here as they clutch that out with perfectly established crossfires for themselves and Poseidon and Beat to finish things off for the side of Quantum G1, giving them another round in this match here.
I mean, what more can we say that already hasn't been said for Quantum G1? We've seen this before from them, even when they're pushed up against the wall, even when the man count is equalized, even when everything is against them, they still bring the round out with some amazing crossplays. With that being said, we're going to be going into a rehost right here as Kira Esports, they lost a third, of course, and to connect them back, of course, we need to do a little bit of a rehost. So with that being said, everybody, stay tuned. I know rehosts are always painful to sit through, but we'll be right back with all of the players in lobby. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Quantum G1 and Kira Esports on the map of Coastline right here. Game number 3 of Day 4 of Division 1 and Season 2 of the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. Currently, the score stands at 3-1 for Quantum G1 as they are once again starting up that train that they have been riding on for the past 3 games that they have been undefeated in. Will this be their 4th undefeated game in Season 2 so far? Or will Kira Esports manage to put the brakes on this train? Only time will tell, and certainly we don't have probably too many rounds before we get the answer. And even though, mind you, the scoreline may say that Quantum G1 are 3-1 up, Kira Esports have certainly managed to put them on the back foot on more than one occasion, and Quantum have just pulled through thanks to some amazing shots and amazing counterplay set up by their last remaining defenders, especially back in the last one that we saw on the first floor kitchen. Smoke and Valkyrie with a brilliant crossplay. One inside of Cybertrucks taking out the Nomad, the other one taking the Zotac outside of the bathroom. It was well coordinated and timed for the both of the defenders. With that being said, Blue Bar being the site this time, Blue and Sunrise Bar for that matter, being the site that we are going to be going into for this particular round, it certainly is quite exciting to see where this game is going to go from here on out. We've got pretty much the same operator loadout from the side of Quantum G1, with the exception being that Sparkle is playing the castle this time around, rather than anything else. Any other operator that he would normally win this situation, that's what I meant to say, mind you. And speaking of, well, not really speaking of anything, but I just remembered, if anybody remembers seeing the trailer for Operation Steel Wave, which is Year 5 Season 2 of Rainbow Six Siege, the reveal for both the new operators, their gadgets, any balancing changes that we're going to get, along with gameplay changes, is tomorrow, Monday, the 18th of May. I'm pretty sure I am personally very excited. I'm pretty sure Foxy, my co-caster, is very excited, and I'm pretty sure everyone back at home is excited to see what changes we're getting from Papa Ubisoft. Meanwhile, lots of flashes to throw in, but Sparkle's gonna find one. That's a third of the board, and that's a big kill right there as the Zofia has gone down. So many flashbangs being denied by ADS and magnets, and Poseidon being forced to pull back as the shield that he was sitting at has been destroyed for the time being, but it's still a 4v5 that Kira Esports are trying to equalize right here. But so far, the double team of Sparko and Poseidon has denied them entryway. Meanwhile, Untitled thinks that there's somebody outside of... Ooh, will this bullet angle work? He sees him, but no, Jittery won't get that kill. However, he lights up Deathstroke on server's entrance, but he isn't going to get that kill any second now. All he's done is give his position away and tell the bot that, oh, hey, there's an angle I'm holding here. You might not want to peek this. Speaking of Buck, of course, Deathstroke has rotated to the top floor, and from the looks of things, the push that Kira Esports were trying to make on Sunrise Bar has calmed down, at the very least, until droning is done. Vertical line society being established by Buck. We did hear him going off on the floor in the second floor. I believe that's in VIP somewhere. There he is. And Deathstroke is trying to find Diego, but oh, Jittery sees the sledge running past. He also sees someone else, but he sees the Nomad. He's going to get him. He's going to get 2. No, he won't. But he'll pull back before he overpeaks and gets shot for it. But he knows that there's somebody above him. That is the Buck, of course, and he has to be careful. Oh, never mind. Deathstroke has made his way to blue stairs, and he's going to go for another run-up. Will he find another one? Yes, he will. Jittery with a double run-up will take down Rattler, and it's now a 5v2. Deathstroke is trying to fight the castle, but he's being shot back at. And in the meanwhile, there's the Valkyrie inside of blue bar. The Seeker comes out, as Deathstroke will find one, and Ummer will find another one. That's how to get him beat off the board. But will that matter? Is it too little too late? Because both the soft creatures are very low on HP right here. Poseidon sitting in the Sunrise Bar door, the entryway door. He knows that's what he's pushing from here. And Deathstroke, so low on HP, is going to rotate down blue stairs. Will that be where he gets taken out? He's probably being seen. Yep, there we go. The pings are coming out from the Valkyrie cameras. And he's being... well, he was spotted. They know that he's up there. And not a whole lot of choices. Kira Esports, there we go. Oh, the sledge. He tried to peek, but Wamai was just sitting there for too long. And now it's all down to Deathstroke to try and make something happen for his team in a 1v3. He sees somebody in blue bar, tries to get him, but he won't be able to. And as time is going to slowly tick away, the counter, of course, working against the defenders, the attackers, excuse me. There we go. The last seconds tick away. Even though Deathstroke found one headshot, he's going to be traded by Jittery. And Quantum G1 are going to continue their lead, extend it even farther. win round 5. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alrighty then. Again, Foxy, I don't know if you're actually saying anything. You're muted on Discord. Okay. All right. All right. No problem, Foxy. I get it. You know, we all have times where we have issues on our particular end, and the other has to step up to the plate, and I will gladly do that for this particular round and any round really that you need. With that being said, round 6 is now on the cards, and Quantum G1 lead 4-1 on the scoreboard right here. We're going back to second floor hookah right here, and things are most certainly heating up in this game between Quantum G1 and Kira Esports. And everything we've seen so far from Quantum G1 indicates that this might just be yet another match that they completely steamroll through. But will they be able to? Again, I'm asking this question because Kira Esports is the kind of team that might be able to put the brakes on Quantum G1's victory train. We see Aniket, he's gone for a run-out spawn pick right now, but he was detected. He couldn't find anybody on Ruins, and Jitter is going for another one on the hookah window looking over pool. Again, not going to find anybody, so he's going to pull back for the time being and make sure that even if anyone does peek him, he's not going to lose that gunfight just yet. Poseidon setting up bullet holes towards the side of Aquarium, all the way out to the balcony door, as Jiri has made his way to service him. Nathan and Sparker in the meanwhile finishing up the reinforcements, putting on the last touches to this hold of Quantum G1 on second floor hookah. We've already got an office push being established by the Buck, and Rattler in the meanwhile opening out both the barricaded doors. He opens out, that is of course, the door of Aquarium. There we go, Deathstroke makes his way in, and the Ash is still repelling, of course, on a balcony. Aquarium balcony, that is, as drones are coming out from Deathstroke himself, making sure that the first floor is as clear as can be. And we've got a third from the Blackbeard sitting inside of Ruins, trying to find a couple of heads inside of sight. Meanwhile, we've got lots of utility being thrown in as Beat has taken a lot of damage. The Smoke is low on HP, and he's got to be very careful as we've got, once again, Deathstroke on the Buck playing below on first floor inside of Blue Bar from the looks of things, trying to get vertical lines of sight onto any particular defender. Most particularly, of course, the Smoke, because we know that a Smoke will always play behind the couches of that paint bar area in hookah. Shots are fired, and there we go. Sparker's going to go down. Deathhammer is going to get that kill onto the Wamai, and that was a little bit of an ill-advised peek there from Sparko. But Deathstroke's going to get Aniket as well. That's another big kill. The Echoes off the board. The Yokai drones will be denied. And now Quantum G1 are on the back foot. Will they be able to make their way back from this? Oh no, you don't go on drone there, Deathstroke. That's Poseidon. Will more than happily collect on that. There's somebody inside of Aquarium, but he's on the other side of the bar, so the drone hole peak won't work out for the goer for the time being. Shots are being fired all over the place. It's a very destructive and chaotic set of rounds coming out from the side of both of these teams, as that one drone that's running around in and around sites is giving away the locations of the defenders. They need to be careful of that, because that means the attackers, Kira Esports, could get some very good shots off on them. Meanwhile, we're seeing one repel on the main window of hookah, and shots being fired from the 90 hallway on towards where Beat is currently sitting. Shots are being fired as well by the bomb. That is the Ash right there on the Aquarium door, but no, a canister goes out, and shots are fired. He's not connecting. Finally, Beat getting the connect onto the Ash will drop the diffuser, but Deathhammer with one is going to get retraded onto by Jittery, and now it's a 2v2, as it is all down to Jittery and Beat to win the round out for Quantum G1, while Kazit and Atharva trying to make things happen for Kira Esports. They made their way into the building itself, but the repel coming out from a third onto a current balcony will be delayed by the Smoke, and Kazit might, in the meanwhile, trying to come up blue stairs, might just be the wildcard that they need. Jittery speaking that exact area, but there we go. A turf comes in. He's going to get down, and it's all down to the Smoke, and he will win. Quantum G1 will still win round 6 off the back of an amazing play by Beat the Smoke right here, getting the double kill. Oh, what a connect onto the IQ from blue stairs. And with that 1v2 clutch, we go into roll swap round 7. Quantum G1 lead 5-1. Holy moly. The plays are real from the side of Quantum G1. Once again, pushed so heavily on the back foot, but just... There's only so much my voice can take, man. I'm pretty sure tomorrow I'm gonna wake up with with a very sore throat. But it's worth it. It is very worth it to cast a game like this. Oh yeah, very worth it. That being said, of course, roll swap is in effect. Round 7 is here, which means the Kira Esports are on the attack and Quantum G1, Kira Esports are on the defense, excuse me, and Quantum G1 are on the attack. Now, with this change-up, of course, Kira Esports can play a little bit less stressed out because, of course, they don't have to push an already established set of holds and crossfires that Quantum G1 have established. Quantum G1 are the ones who are going to have to do that, and I'm already seeing a difference between both these teams in the fact that we have an Ella being played by Kajit, of course. We know how annoying and very good the Gershot mines can be. Just ask Sophia's concussive nades and oh, wait a minute, is that that drone? Where is that? That is Jittery's drone right there. It's on that little platform thing on top of the Sunrise bar. I didn't know you could get on that. But thank you, Jittery, for showing me that spot. I'm definitely going to be using that in my rank play. As Deathhammer was, the Vigil that is, was very hungry for that drone, but he won't be getting it anytime soon. That being said, we do see a push onto the office already coming out from the side of Quantum G1. And there is an operator out there. I can't exactly tell who that is. But, oh, it's the Buck, that's Jittery right there, the man himself, and he's got a nice angle into this peak that we see some defenders make from that couch area in the middle of offices.
Bomb has been located.
Death starts pulling up. The drone has seen him, though, and he's going to be forced to pull back for that matter, as Kaz is going to deny Hibana or use of her utility X-Kairos completely. But there's another, I think there's one right. Thought I heard something going off, and there we go. Yep, something does go off, and if one of Hibana's X-Kairos pellets make that two, are going to blow a hole on the pink bar wall. But, okay, those two aren't exactly the best areas to have them in. But still, you can get some feats. As Kajit is going to find a double onto Beat and Jittery. Excuse me, Kajit. Where did you even get those two? Beat and Jittery are down for Quantum G1. Suddenly it's a 3v5. Where did those kills even go off? Outside of offices. Deathhammer is here in it where, of course, Kajit was just a second ago. And not sure what happened there. We didn't quite get line of sight on it. But it did happen. And Quantum G1 are once again a little on the back foot right now. Meanwhile, we've got Gershot mines going off on another end of the map as Kajit's still playing inside a sunroom. He's just conferring with Vigil and, of course, supporting him if in the case of a push. Meanwhile, Sparko has made his way into the kitchen, the Twitch right here. And Aniket on luggage. Okay, that's very close to sight for that matter. He can just push into aquarium and make some plays happen. Sparko coming around the bathroom of first floor is going to push into main lobby, just slowly making his way here. He knows there's somebody inside the security room, but the noise. Oh, he will see the Ella. He didn't know where exactly she was, but still gets the kill on the Kajit. That's the reverse right there for a couple of his teammates, but he'll be downed and traded onto. Not quite confirmed just yet, but he will get taken out eventually as Poseidon made his way onto the plant spot. He's got a Gooman in his shin, has to be careful. Zofia goes down. It's all down to the Hibana, and she'll be taken out as well. As Kira Esports are finally going to put another round on the board for themselves. They will win round 7 on the second floor hookah. And, oh boy, the game might just come alive for both of these teams right here. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. I mean, at this point, I shouldn't be surprised at the sheer plays that sheer amount of amazing plays we are getting to see here in this match, of course. It is a matchup between Kira Esports and Quantum G1 after all. But at the end of the day, a great play can take you by surprise, even if you're expecting it. At least that's what I feel like. And speaking of course, great plays, everybody in chat sound off the final score line you think that we might see from both of these teams. It is currently 5-2 in favor of Quantum G1, who sit 1 round away from match point and 2 rounds away from victory, and have Kira Esports in the meanwhile, of course, have a huge uphill task right here. So sound off what you think the final score will be from both of these teams. Let's crack on with round 8, shall we? And as I was saying, Kira Esports, of course, staring down the barrel right now. They have to win 3 more rounds consecutively to equalize with Quantum G1. And G1, in the meanwhile, they just have 2 rounds to win. But again, this is something that holds very true a lot of the time for Rainbow Six Siege competitive games. 1 round can be 1 round too many. And at the same time, 3 rounds can be 3 rounds too few, as the third is going to go for a run out onto the main. Oh no! He tried to peek the main entrance spawn for Quantum G1, but Aniket was too quick for him, taking down the running Doc and a third. Oh dear me, that is a big loss for Kira Esports. The Doc is off the board, but Vigil's right here, and he'll be taken out as well. What a shot from Jittery right there to take down the Vigil, who was trying to peek outside of the map, and he's been punished for it just as heavily as a third has been. Quantum G1 with a couple of very quick kills have instantly put Kira Esports on the back foot. A 3v5, and we are yet to get into the 2-minute mark of this round. Oh boy. This match just keeps heating up as the upside down rappel is gonna put some shots on the Deathstroke right here. Valkyrie is a little low on HP, not too much. He's trying, this is Kajit, of course, trying to peek the kitchen window. It's not exactly the most advisable peek, but he might win at this angle if he is quick enough on the trigger, as the Twitch drone will spot him and give away his position. As Kajit, very jumpy right now. I'm not really sure. All of Kira Esports right now is actually very jumpy, jumpier than usual, I'd say. And they're just trying to peek everything they possibly can. The upside down rappel will be taken out by Deathstroke. What a shot onto beat. The Hibana goes down. And that's a big kill right there. A hard breacher, the only hard breacher for Quantum G1 is off the board. 4v3 right now as we are past the minute 30 mark of the round as a call from Dekebi goes out. And that is, of course, going to somewhat give away the positions of Kira Esports players, but only somewhat because sound can be used for proximity search. Meanwhile, Aniket's going to go down, but Rattler's going to take down Aniket. There we go. The kill is confirmed, actually. But Sparko's going to take down Rattler. That's the refrag end. And shots are being fired onto the main hallway. That is where one is playing. And shots are fired from outside of the main door as well. Deathstroke solo on HP. And there's somebody. Oh, Jittery's going to take down Deathstroke. It's a 1v3 right now. The Jaeger, he's not even going to get the Dokkaebi. There we go. The Bucks inside a bathroom to clean up onto the last defender. As Jittery takes down Kajit and will give Quantum D1 the match point. 6-2 by winning round 8. Oh boy. 6-2 for Quantum G1. Oi, this is a very similar set of rounds coming out from them. We did see them win 7-2 for a couple of games straight, for that matter. The last game that Quantum G1 had was against Phoenix, and they took that 7-2 on border. This time it's on Coastline, and they're already 6-2 up. We're going to be headed back to Kitchen and Service Entrance as we see the 6-wicks come out of the Mozzie into the smoke for Kajit, and out of the Zofia into the IQ for Aniket.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
This is certainly quite the exciting match, mind you. Maybe not for the same reasons as so far it hasn't come as close as it could be, but it is an exciting match to see the kinds of plays we're seeing from both of these teams. I'm sure my co-caster Foxy would agree. As, Alrighty then. With that being said, of course, looks like I'm going to be casting a couple more rounds right now. Foxy's just having some technical difficulties with his mic. And I hope you all like my shouting, because you're going to be stuck with me for a little bit longer. I do apologize, everybody. But with that being said, of course, 6-2 for Quantum G1. Kira Esports staring very heavily down the barrel right here, as it is just not looking great for them. So far in Season 2, every single team that has gone up against Quantum G1 has had a major loss, for that matter. And the trend just keeps on going. Phoenix, 7-2 loss. We had another game that was... Oh, my data is a little bit... oh, right. My data is a little bit far back on the pages that I have written them down on. But anyway, as far as I remember, it was 7-1, 7-2, and 7-2 that Quantum G1 have won their games on. And this game is shaping up to be eerily similar to the last game they had against Phoenix. A Dokkaebi call comes out, and there we go. Oh, never mind. Athun's going to find a double onto Jittery and Beat, and that is a hard and soft breacher, respectively, of the board. As, oh boy, Quantum G1 are on the back foot very heavily right now. Poseidon peeking main service entrance right now. He sees the Valkyrie, but he's not going to tag him up at all. Shots being fired from the bathroom as well. Sparker's taking a bit of damage for that matter, as things are not looking great for the side of G1 in this particular round. Sparko is moving up VIP Lounge, the Twitch, of course, with the F2 on the ACOG. And we've still got the IQ on the Dokkaebi, mind you, a very powerful... Oh, Sparko almost had Deathhammer right there, but he's going to be forced to pull back because, of course, he is very hit himself. He knows where that... Oh, what a shot from Deathhammer. Not even letting me complete my sentence, and he's going to connect on to that operator right there. It's a 5v2 right now, as gas canisters are going to do a lot of damage to Poseidon as well. And he gets slowly pulling up on the hallway outside of Blue Bar and Kitchen. He's going to break the barricade. He sees one, but he's not going to connect, and that gives away his position. That and the default cam, mind you, as, oh boy, his position is gone. But no, the Dokkaebi comes in, gets Vigil, but the smoke is there to reflag instantly. And it is now a 1v4 for Aniket, the IQ, sitting inside a Sunrise Bar. 50 seconds left in the round for him. Will he be able to do anything about this at all? Or are we going to see a 7-3, excuse me, a 6-3 in going into round 10? Yeah. 35 seconds left on the clock for that matter. Aniket's still inside of Sunrise Bar. He's probably giving his team time to converse about what went wrong in this round, as we see the Jaeger coming in through Kitchen. He might go for a peek just now. Will he find the IQ? He's just sitting there waiting a third, as well, these are some nice lines of sight that are established. And there we go. The Valkyrie from inside of Blue Bar will take down Aniket. And Kira Esports will put a third round on board for themselves. They win round 9. Alrighty then, 6-3 is the scoreline. We are going to be moving to second for Hookah, as Kira Esports are trying to mount a comeback. They still need to win the next 3 rounds consecutively to make this play happen. And from the looks of things, we might not get to see that, or we might. This round 10 right here might just go by faster than we expected, because Sparko, it looks like he's going to be bringing out the Lion. We also have the Dokkaebi from the side of Poseidon. And the 6 comes out from Aniket for out of the sledge into the Nomad. So, looks like we might just have a Lion Dokkaebi rush coming out from the side
Defenders,
of
protect your
Quantum.
bombs
And of
from
course,
being
I'm only
defused by
speculating. I'm
attackers.
not sure if they're going to do it. But if they are, then we are hearkening back to some Operation Chimera plays right there. That is, of course, when the meta came into the force with the introduction of Lion. And, well, let's just say that there's a few operators, of course, missing from that push, in that specific push. But with that being... Foxy? Okay. Very interesting right there, as, not sure why we were being threatened with the return to menu. But, oh, okay. All right, so apparently Foxy's keyboard just fell down. Don't worry, guys. Nothing going on in the back end. Just had a bit of an issue right there once again. But coming back into round 10 right here, it still doesn't look very good for the side of Kira Esports. They could make the comeback happen, mind you, and if they do, it will be big against Quantum G1 to make a comeback from a 6-2 situation. Yep, that is a play for the ages. But until that victory is in sight, that is, of course, until not going to be in sight for that matter, until we get to overtime. And to get to overtime, Kira Esports needs to win 3 rounds. And to do that, they need to win this round. So the chain, is a long one. It's a long road for Kira Esports to go for. And oh, Deathhammer is going to take a little bit of damage right there from that peak that line of sight that Hibana made for herself, as Poseidon made his way into Aquarium right here. But there's of course the Valkyrie right below him. Does he know that there's someone there? He could get C4'd right now with the amount of shots he's pulling. He's given away his position quite well. But Deathstroke in the meanwhile is peeking security room. I don't think he's aware as the Lion Scan comes out from Sparko. But where is the push from Quantum G1 off of that? Doesn't look like they're pushing just yet. As interesting situation to be in. There might be a push from all the way inside of Aquarium as all right, the only one to take any damage so far is still Deathamer for that matter, as nothing major has happened yet. We're almost at the minute 20 mark, and another Lion Scan comes out from Sparko, and somebody was spotted. That is Deathamer right here on the second floor, on the blue stairs when he was spotted. That is, of course, both Lion Scans off the board for Sparko, and Dekebi is still inside of Aquarium. Visual's going to be spotted by the drone. Well, his location's going to be given away. They don't know exactly where he is. Beat in the meanwhile, the Hibana's gotten another set of X-Kairos out for his team, as Jitter is trying to make his way into blue bar right here, play vertical, but there's somebody on the first floor waiting for this play. That looks like the Vigil as another Lion Scan comes out. That's the third one. As the third is going to go down to Sparko, and smoke grenades are coming out as well. The push is happening, and it's going to start collapsing right here. There we go. Another one comes out as the plant is going down as well. Jittery's gotten one more. That's Deathstroke as Sparko went down to Deathamer, but the plant is off. It's a 4v2 between Kajit and Deathamer to try and clutch it up for the team. A Dekebi call comes out, giving away the positions of the defenders. He tries to drop that is Vigil, but no, there's a buck to kill him, and now it's all down to Kajit and a 1v4 to keep his team alive. He's going to pull up on hallway, but no, there's the Nomad to kill him, and Quantum G1 will completely wipe the floor. Oh, not completely, but still wipe the floor with Kira Esports right here. They take Coastline 7-3. Oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. 7-3 is the scoreline on Coastline. And once again, this scoreline is not indicative, of course, of what we have seen in this match so far, because we've seen many rounds where Quantum G1 was very heavily on the back foot. And even then, Quantum G1 wasn't, Kira Esports was not able to finish the round in their favor. So many rounds that could have potentially gone in favor of Kira, unfortunately, didn't happen. With that being said, of course, seals Quantum G1's position as number one going into the end of number one on Division 1's league table going into the end of week 2 right here. We still have one more game for all of us, all of our lovely viewers, and that is, of course, the game coming up between Union Gaming and Vector Sports. So, with that being said, that has been it from myself, Blackjack, and my co-caster Foxy, and we'll be right back with the last game of Day 4 of Division 1 in Season 2 right here. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Double Back, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with ACT Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I am your host, Blackjack, and joining me is my co-host, Tanab and Foxy, as we are here for the last game of Day 4 of Division 1 in Season 2. Union Gaming are going to be taking on Vector Sports on the map of Border, as we are already here in the ban phase, and the first attacker ban is gonna be Thermite, taken off the board from the side of VS. Alrighty then, the first ban, of course, being one of the bigger heart breachers in the attacking operator pool, and we all know how useful Thermite can be in any given situation. Maybe not as versatile as a Hebon or a Maverick, but he's still a very good operator nonetheless, with a great gun. With that being said, we're going to see the second ban. Blackbeard once again is going to be facing the ban wave. He is off the board, of course, and we all know why Blackbeard gets taken off the board. You know, his face shields are always something that it has inspired controversy before. Let's just say that, shall we? Not a lot of people are fond of Blackbeard's ability, of the fact that it literally gives him protection against headshots, and oh dear, Nos has left the game. That's weird, but looks like we might go for a rehost, as Mira is the first defender banned from Union Gaming, and alrighty then. I don't know if everyone at home can tell, but my voice is slightly hoarse from casting the Quantum G1 versus Kira Esports game, just because there was so much hype in every single round that we had. It was absolutely amazing. With that being said, we're going to see the last ban come out from Vector Sports, and that is the Maestro once again banned out of the match itself. Like I pointed out in the last game, Maestro has been facing the ban wave a lot more than Echo has in the last couple of days. As we've seen, how many does that make? 2 Maestro bans back to back. For that matter, 2 Maestro and Mira bans back to back. And when it comes to Mira, of course, I'm pretty sure no one is surprised to see that Mira has been banned for all games that we've had today. With that being said, of course, we're going to be going into a rehost right here from both of these teams, because we did see Nos, unfortunately, get taken out of the game due to a bit of a technical difficulty. So, I know, rehosts, we all hate rehosts for that matter, but we'll be right back with more Siege action on the other side. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Union Gaming and Vector Sports on the map of Border, of course. No rounds have taken place because we had to rehost, unfortunately, right after the ban phase. And, of course, the bans for the map are Thermite Blackbeard, Mita, and Maestro. That being said, we're going to be moving into second floor armory lockers right here from the side of Vector Sports as we are underway with this match on a border. Should be very, very exciting as this is going to be, this should be for the most part, a very exciting game for, of course, probably the exact opposite reason why Quantum G1's game was exciting against Kira. That is a long game with plenty of rounds of
Defenders,
amazing
protect your
Rainbow
bombs
Six
from being
Siege
defeated
action.
by attackers.
Immediately, we're seeing the set of operators brought up by both of these teams. And speaking of both of these teams, let's have a quick look at the roster between them right here. From the side of Union Gaming, we've got JV, Jesus, Nos, Blank, and Fatals. Right, I forgot. Fatals has, of course, changed his name, and it is now that long string of letters you see by Buck's name right. From the side of Vector Sports, we've got Beaver, Ritz, Saiyan, Skipper, and definitely a new band. For all of our viewers back at home, of course, you will be aware that this is the second time we're seeing both of these teams live. As
5 seconds left.
the last time we saw Vector Sports earlier today against Demos Force won over VS 7-5, and the last time we saw Union Gaming was also earlier today in the first stream of Games 1 and 2, and Phoenix defeated Union Gaming 7-5 as well. Oh, excuse me. Union Gaming defeated Phoenix 7-5. I read it wrong. It's written correctly here, I just read it wrong. But yes, the first two games of today were 7-5s respectively, and one team won and the other unfortunately lost. And both of them are here on this game in Border to either get a win for themselves, the first one of the day, or make their day a very happy one, winning 2 games in Division 1 back-to-back. Shots are being fired already outside of a break room door, and Ritz fires back and in that general direction. The drone, may not have spotted Jaeger on the first, come around, but yep, it sees him. Gonna trail him for a little bit, see where he's going. He's gonna spot the Legion as well, and the drone will be finally taken out. In the meanwhile, the TCSG of Beaver is doing some work in creating lines of sight for the rest of his team.
Bomb diffuser has
As
been
definitely the
dropped.
noob will begin proceedings by taking down JV. Saiyan will take down another one that is Fatals. The Buck is gone, as is the Hibana, and that is the hard and soft breachers of the board for the side of Union Gaming right here. 3v5 with a minute 40 left in the clock as a flashbang comes out. Not sure where that was thrown in from. And, all right, the deployable shield that Ego was sitting close to is also off the board. Ritz takes a very tiny amount of damage from that, but nothing he has to be afraid of just yet. We've got an operator sitting outside of Breakroom as definitely the noob gets another one for himself. That's Nos of the board. And that is, all right, Beaver with the one tap on the flank. And the Saiyan's gonna clean up on the Jesus as the Vector Sports. Wow, they cleaned house right here with Union Gaming in the first round with a flawless round victory coming out from them as they take round 1. Alrighty then, round 1 going in favor of Vector Sports. As one thing I should probably mention right here, we did have a little bit of a technical difficulty from Foxy's end concerning his mic and whatnot, and that issue has not been sorted. So unfortunately, for a few rounds, more than usual, that is, you guys are going to be stuck with me as well. I do apologize on both of our behalves. I'm pretty sure Foxy feels a little sad for not being able to cast as much as he obviously wanted to. You know, we are always excited to cast Rainbow Six Siege games, especially around Division 1, because this is where the best plays come out from the teams in play.
Attackers need to locate
That
and
being
defuse
said,
as many bombs as they can.
I see Fatals over there with the pick on Defuse. As a Fuse main myself, I am very intrigued right here. Fatals, I want to see what he does. I really, really want to see what he does because, of course, the Fuse pick will give, Fuse will have a lot of room to deploy his cluster charges as well from the ceiling, because of the fact that it is first floor ventilation as the defensive side from Vector Sports. And since Border has many soft floors on the second floor, this should be a very, very interesting situation with the fuse in play. Definitely Noob in the meanwhile is playing the Ella this time around, and Skipper's got the Pulse, Beaver's got the Castle, Ritz has the Jaeger, and of course Saiyan with the Valkyrie. Almost a must pick on this map because we know exactly how important information is in Rainbow Six Siege. And alrighty then. That being said, definitely Noob, unfortunately, steal out of armory lockers by one of the castle breakers of his own teammate, tears them down to make a rotate in, and throw down one of his Gershmas. The second one goes out above the office window, and it's gonna do it for now, as he's of course got the Scorpion in hand. So many bullets in his at his disposal. Ritz putting down a ADS on the half wall of armory lockers to secure his position there for the time being. Union Gaming will be coming in for the drone clear right here to make sure that Vector Sports do not have any leeway to play on the second floor. And we do hear Hibana's X-Kairos going off somewhere in the distance. Fuse has made his way towards North Balcony, is moving in towards Archives right here. He might just find somebody. There's a drone to help him spot defenders, but a Gershmod is gonna disorient him quite a bit. He's not gonna be pushed just yet. There's the Jaeger sitting inside of armory lockers, mind you. That could be a big play right there. Shots are being fired by the AK-12 in towards offices through a little slit here in the office window. As they know where the Jaeger's playing, they know approximately where he is, of course, inside of armory lockers. But they're not going to connect, of course, because he's sitting behind that metal half wall area, crouched to make sure his head doesn't get taken off by a random wallbang. Smoke grenades come out from Fatals right here, as he's going to block off the line of sight for both himself and any defender in here. He moves in, but there's another Gershmod here to detonate on his face and disorient the hell out of him. Meanwhile, Ritz is going to go down to Jesus, and that's a big loss right there. That is the Jaeger off the board for the side of Vector Sports. And more importantly, the Carbine, a very powerful gun, gone. Skipper, he's seeing somebody on the second floor right there. As not sure what happened there, probably a C4 from Valkyrie that did a little bit of damage onto the Hibana and the Thatcher. But Fuse is still alive, and the cluster charges are going to go out. There we go. The first one is on, and Nos is going to find Skipper in the meanwhile. That is, of course, the pulse of the board. The cluster comes out. Another one is Saiyan is going to take down Nos. That's the refrag in, as another one comes out from the side of the Fuse. He's deployed all of his cluster charges. Looks like he won't be fighting anybody just yet, but definitely Noob is very lit up as JP is going for the plant. That's the Hibana. Looks like inside of the ventilation room is going to be going for this. He's going to get the plant off. Yes, he will. And the Fuse is up here to deny the Valkyrie's flank. It's a 3v2 right now. Definitely Noob takes on JP as 3v2, definitely very low on HP. He knows somebody's outside the main door, but will he be able to get that kill? Beaver in the meanwhile playing very, very ballsy right here on the main hallway outside the main door. As if the Zofia peaks right now, he could get him, but no, he's rotated back towards the rotation. And Ella in the meanwhile looks like he might be going for a runner, but there's Fuse right here. He will take the kill again. As that is a double kill for Fatals, and Blank with the LMG on the Zofia will find a Beaver, and Union Gaming will be taking round 2 right there, putting their first round on the board. Round 2 won by Union Gaming means that the early game scoreline is a 1-1 right here, as we're seeing some great plays come out from both of these teams already. And Blank, not sure if he meant to pick Kali right there, but he has been given that operator, and it's probably gonna 6-pick out any second now. There we go. Goes on to the IQ, as definitely the Noob goes out from the Vigil into the Wamai, going for the double denial. That is, of course, Vector Sports over the roam presence that Vigil can bring. That being said, round 3 is on the cards, and I'm aware that I say with that being said quite a lot. I'm trying to fix that, so do forgive me, chat. But yeah. Anyway, coming back into the game right here, round 3 is in effect, and it's of course the early game. Not a whole lot can be said about what goes on in the early game between both of these teams, because it can change very, very quickly. We're seeing an equalized scoreline right here. Who knows, this could go down to a 7-3 or a 7-2 for either of these teams. As we're seeing Saiyan, he's going to block off the doorway into Tellers. Alrighty then, and block off the doorway into the waiting room, the big waiting room right there, outside of the customs inspection and armory hallway. Main hallway, as it's called in the compass. fairly standard set of operators and holds coming out from the side of Vector Sports for the most part, and for the side of Union Gaming, it's pretty much the same set of operators that they had the last time, with of course the exception being the fuse being absent from Fatals. He's brought in the Ash instead.
Bomb located by attacker.
An Ash charge is going to break down the main door. Looks like it's a rush from Union Gaming. They've already made their way inside, but no one goes down. The other one does too. Asbris will find one, but there's Skipper going down. Fatals and Nos are going to go down as well, and Sane's going to find another one as it's a collapse from Union Gaming. They tried to rush in towards site, but not going to happen as it's all down to Thatcher, that is Jesus, to try and make something happen for his team. Oh no, Union Gaming, they tried to make a rush play, and they were taken down one by one very quickly. No holds barred. Vector Sports feasting on a botched rush from the side of the attacking team. Thatcher throws out a drone. That's Jesus right here. Looks like he's just stalling for time right now, as not really sure what the whole plan is. He's alone. He's got plenty of time, mind you, to make something happen for his team. But nope, he's just running back towards spawn, as looks like Union Gaming, all they really wanted was a tactical timeout of sorts, I guess. And he's just gone back to spawn. He's going to be enjoying his time, as I guess so will we, for the time being. Just sitting inside of West Tower right here, the West exit spawn. And Vector Sports are on a bit of a manhunt right now. They're trying to find where this Thatcher went. Where did he disappear to? He's not a ninja, of course. But, and I hate to break it to you guys, but Thatcher's not here. He's all the way back at spawn. He's just not going to budge right now. He's just going to be on his drone, running that drone here and there, in and around. And there we go, Valkyrie sees the drone, going to take it out. But saying that's not going to do a whole lot. All that's going to do is make Jesus a little bored. He's just got an EMP in hand. And, yep, just not a whole lot happening. He's making his way back towards the building, mind you. Will he go for a couple of kills right here? Maybe. UG might have been done with the meeting that they were conducting, and there we go. Shots are being fired. Jesus takes a few shots. He's going to come back for this peek, and the Valkyrie will find him. There we go. Sane will confirm the kill onto Jesus, and a smiley face from Womai, who was putting that on the wall. And Vector Sports are going to take round 3. Round 3 going to the side of Vector Sports means that they're going to take the early game lead right here, 2-1 in their favor, and round 4 is on the cards. And we saw Fatals bring out the Lion right there for a second, but he's moved on to Capita right there. I don't think that Union Gaming are going to be using the Lion. Maybe, maybe not. I might be wrong, of course, because I mean, let's be real here. Lion may be one of the most despised operators in Rainbow Six, but he's still an operator that is on the cards. He's not banned from Pro League like he was way back. He's allowed in ESL games and all of the competitive Rainbow Six games and all the circuits and whatnot, unless there's like special rules in place. And there are, as far as I'm aware, no special rules in place for the Lion. It's just the fact that everybody hates him, and with good reason. Round 4 on the cards, of course. Prep phase for Vector Sports. They want to make sure they get their hold nice and set up as quickly as possible. We've got Weaver with the Goyo, and that pistol, of course, has the skin from, I think, anyway, the skin from the new event. Yep, wait. Does the TCSG also get this weapon skin? Huh, I didn't know that. But this is, of course, weapon skin from the ongoing current event, Grand Larceny, on a slightly changed version of old Hereford. You know, the Hereford we had originally, the one with only one set of staircases inside the map, and an exit stairs outside. I know, the fun casual map that everyone's back inside of casual map rotation. Ubisoft, if you're watching this, please, I beg you, bring old Hereford back. Action phase is in effect right here. As Vector Sports, they've put in all the finishing touches they need. They've got an Echo drone instead of security, that is CCTV room, right on that little doorway that separates break room and security. The TCSGO Beaver making some additional rotations and lines of sight in archives from the looks of things, as the Empire spot has also been established, the long peak from inside of offices all the way to the break room door. Skipper is, of course, playing the Echo. His drones are going to be paramount for Vector Sports, especially if it comes down to a last-second plant from Union Gaming. In that situation, of course, his drone will mean everything for the defensive team to win the round. Hibana in the meanwhile is going to be opening up a line of sight all the way into Archive, but looks like that X-Carus is being broken by Saiyan, the bandit, and there's already Nost on the easters right here. Shots are fired in his general direction, and he knows that there's somebody peeking from inside of CCTV. Meanwhile, an AP comes in. Oh, okay. Looks like we might just see a plant coming out. Yep, there we go. That is Fatal's going in for the plant, but the C4 comes out from Beaver. Will it connect? No, it won't. The plant might just still go off. Beaver has to try and go for it, but no! The Monty will get the plant off as the East Archive plant has come out for the side of Union Gaming right here, and now this is going to connect onto Not for the time being. Jay goes down as well, but the Monty's still alive, and with him still there, and one still on the ventilation area. AC vents area, mind you. It's not going to work out. Oh, the Thatcher goes down. Instead, it's all down to Monty and Blank on the Buck as the counter defuse will come down any second now. Yep, there we go. The counter defuse is coming in from the Echo. Monty's made his way very close, but the Buck is here to deny. He's going to find two. He's going to down one, of course, and that is Beaver getting the kill. But no, the Skeleton Key comes out, and will he find the Goya? Yes, he will. A triple kill for Blank. He's on route for the ace, and he will get it. Blank on the Buck with the ace to give the round to Union Gaming. Is gonna win out round 4 right here off the back of a very fast plant from the Monty, surviving a C4 as well. And what a play from the Buck right here to make sure that the plant stays planted. And Vector Sports are equalized onto on round 4. Oh boy. Oh boy, I am definitely waking up with a sore throat tomorrow, but honestly, still worth it. Still worth it, because this game is heating up to no end right here. We're going to be seeing the 6-pick come out from Blank out of the Iana into the Maverick, of course, because Iana is currently an operator not allowed in Rainbow Six Pro games. And
Attackers need to locate and
that being
defuse
said,
any bombs.
we're going to be moving into round 4. 2-2 is the scoreline, and we are 2 rounds away from the role swap right here. And the game is shaping up to be a very, very close one from the side of Union Gaming and Vector Sports. We've got Beaver once again with the Goyo TCSG, and no Monty this time from Union Gaming. They've pulled off that East Plant strat and nearly paid the price for it, but not quite yet, because we had Blank on the block to get that beautiful, beautiful ace right there, denying Vector Sports the counter defuse right there. Oh, the plays are real. The plays are indeed very real from Union Gaming and Vector Sports, mind you, as we're going to be moving into round 5. Action phase is in effect, as Beaver's going to put down his second Vulcan shield inside of Archives this time to make sure that if anybody even dares to go for this plant, they're going to have to deal with all the fire and the flame that one Goyo Vulcan shield can bring out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Saiyan putting down that bandit battery, takes out his own friend's ADS, that is Ritz right there. That's a -10 friendly gadget right there for the bandit. Unfortunate for Saiyan, he's not going to have an ADS in the Armory Locker's main wall to save him from any potential flashbangs or grenades coming in his direction. One more rotate comes in from Beaver as he's going to exhaust all the mags of his TCSG for that matter. Only 8 bullets left for the man, and he has to be very careful with how he uses this gun. He did get a very beautiful one-tap a couple rounds ago. And, oh boy. With that being said, nope, I said it again. Anyway, moving on. Beaver, once again, we see him coming back into Armory Lockers right here. Archives, he's just running around the map. I think he made a full lap down the first floor while I was busy correcting myself. And he's just making sure this rotate is fully done. But Beaver, you could have just meleeed out that area or used your pistol. Only 5 rounds left in the TCSG. Might not be a good move. Oh, Bandit goes for a quick peek. He's going to survive that. As flashbangs are going to go out, they're not going to be caught by, of course, the Jaeger's ADS, which was destroyed by Saiyan's own bandit battery, but he's still gonna go for the quick peek because, of course, the flashbang has worn off. Either that or he wasn't flashed at all. He's just face checking this doorway right now, and it's gonna take a couple of operators worth of bullets. That's so Fail's gonna find everything new, but Ritz is gonna take down Nos. In the meanwhile, a couple of operators have gone down, and Ritz is taking a lot of damage, but no, he's still gonna connect onto Fatals as there's one more pushing him. He's forced to rotate down metal stairs as Blank is gonna find Beaver, and that's now a 3v3, but Ritz is very low on
Attackers have
HP.
located a bomb.
sitting on the metal stairs. Saiyan, in the meanwhile, is inside of armory lockers as one of Skipper's Echo drones will be spotted out by Blank the Maverick, taken out accordingly. Only one Echo drone left in the hands of the defenders right now. Hibana, in the meanwhile, looks like she's going for a heartbeat somewhere else on the map, and this could be a very, very exciting situation to be in from both of these teams right here. Saiyan makes his way back towards Archives as the EMPs and grenades are going off all over the map. Of Vulcan Shield blows up in the distance. Not really sure where that one happened, but it's still a 3v3. Never mind, make that a 3v2 as Blank is going to find Ritz, and that is the Jaeger. So low on HP, he's going to be off the board finally for the side of Union Gaming. It's a push into armory lockers as there is, of course, the Echo drone sitting here to deny the plant, but will it be able to? There's 3 operators in here, and one shot from the Echo drone will give his position away. Thermite, Thatcher might be body blocking, and a grenade comes in, saying, oh dear me, nearly gets taken out as the Echo drone is taken out. He's going to go for the peek, and there we go, the C4 from Saiyan as well. But, yep, there we go, the diffuser denial from Saiyan. C4 will make sure that the plant does not go down. And what a play from the Bandit right there to deny from the side of the defensive team as Vector Sports will take round 5, giving themselves the 3-2 lead. Oh boy, indeed. Beaver, big memes in the chat. Indeed, Beaver. Indeed. Some huge memes coming out from the side of both of these teams. And of course, that just amplifies the fun factor in this match, because at the end of the day, even if you are playing competitive, if you're not having fun, then it's probably not worth it. I mean, winning is important, don't get me wrong. Winning is very important in competitive to stay afloat as a team. But while winning, or even if you're not having a great week of matches, not having fun, you know, isn't exactly the most ideal situation to be in, because not having fun means you'll get frustrated very easily. You wouldn't want to play the game, or you wouldn't want to play competitive, or a whole host of things could happen made out of some poor decisions out of anger or frustration. And, you know, that could, you know, lead to some very unfortunate circumstances for any particular team, as we're going to be moving into round 6 right here, 1 round away from the roll swap. And Vector Sports are 3-2 in the lead right here. Union Gaming need to equalize if they want to make it a roll swap that is somewhat advantageous to them. Or Vector Sports, who want to take it 4-2 and make it that much more of a lead for themselves. 4-2, of course, will be a massive cushion for them in this matchup on border right here. Skipper, in the meanwhile, is going to be holding down in supply room, breaking a little slit on the supply room window. Not sure what he's going to do with that, but he's possibly, prepping that window for a run out if so need be. And it's mostly a top-heavy hold coming out from the side of Vector Sports on this hold on ventilation first floor, as we do see the east stairs door being broken by an attacker, but as the drone has spotted the Mozzie, Mozzie's gonna pull back. That is, of course, definitely a noob. Prepping office window for a push right here, a run out, if you will, as an air jab goes out from Nos, the Nomad. Right. Again, my brain just not being on the best of terms with me. Ventilation, Skipper, busy making a vertical line of sight. I think that's through small office. I'm not entirely certain where that was, but that's still a vertical line of sight for him to take advantage of. And if an attacker gets into it, oh, that is in fact inside of ventilation, servers actually, through small office onto the door of armory. And Beaver, in the meanwhile, just chilling on the armory desk, the desk of small office that is in the armory, and just making sure, you know, nobody pushes through the door just yet. Skipper's got that angle nice and ready for himself, as Nos is going to find definitely noob and start proceedings on this round. That is the Mozzie off the board. That's a big kill right there, because we know exactly how deadly the Commando 9 of the Australian can be. Shots are fired in the direction of the Nomad, but not going to connect Beaver. He knows that he didn't, as Jace is going to find Ritz, and the Nomad, will he find the Castle right here? Shots are being fired as Castle is given away its position, but Beaver will find one as Fails took down another, but there we go, the Castle straight around to instantly by JV, as the Bandit went down as well behind him. Not Bandit, that was Jaeger, Ritz. And there we go, the peek comes in from the hatch, as a Blank will take down Saiyan, and Union Gaming will win round 6, equalizing the score once again. 3-3 going into roll swap. 3-3 going into roll swap indeed, as it is an equalized situation and a roll swap of the truest sense, because of course Union Gaming are going to have to learn how Vector Sports make their pushes happen and make improvisations accordingly, and Vector Sports are going to have to look into how Union Gaming are going to defend and change up their strategies, or make adjustments wherever necessary, as we're going to be moving into round 7 right here. Armory Lockers is the site once again from Union Gaming right here, as round 7 is in fact in play. And this match might just go all the way to overtime right here. I'm not entirely certain if it will just yet, but I am excited to see the result of this game, as from the looks of things, it will be very close. Once again, asking the chat, let us know in the live chat your predictions for the final score of this matchup right here between Union Gaming and Vector Sports. What do you guys think? Who's going to take it, and by what margin? Is there going to be an overtime? Is there going to be a 7-3 or a 7-4 from this equalized roll stop? Let us know in the live chat. And as we move into the action phase nice and quickly for Vector Sports to take center stage. I say center stage, of course, they're going to have to steal it from Union Gaming, but, figure of speech. We've got Vulcan shields being placed outside. Okay, interesting position. Of course, they're in that little protected balcony hallway of where Fails is sitting, between CCTV and Armory, of course. And there's the Wamai magnet to take out one of the, to deny, excuse me, one of the projectiles being thrown in that general direction. But again, it's a very interesting placement of the Vulcan shields, both of them being outside, made for peeking anyone repelling or in the hallway for that matter. But of course, sitting behind them will give away your position to the attackers for being outside the map for more than 3 seconds. So, okay, interesting play coming out from Union Gaming right here, as Goyo makes his way in towards Armory Lockers, rotating through that balcony that I was speaking of right there, sitting inside a small office inside of Armory. In the meanwhile, we've got JV sitting inside a CCTV, so both of them have traded places. And Echo, that is blank, of course. He might just look to go back into Armory. JV has done that, the Wamai that is. And yeah, it's a fairly calm early round right here, as Vector Sports is busy droning. Oh, definitely Noob. And the LQ, that is Beaver, have already made their way inside of offices, trying to take out a couple of the defenders inside of sight. For the most part, it's a turtle hold coming out from Union Gaming, except for, of course, the Echo out there. And oh, that was a C4 throw. That did not connect. Definitely he's going to find Mute. And oh, dear me, Beaver, he does find Jesus, but Skipper goes down. And as I was saying, Beaver nearly took down his own teammate, as Skipper has gone down, but the Wamai goes down. That's Beaver taking another one for himself on the JV. A C4 came out again, but no use, as a blank is going to take down Ritz. But where is the diffuser? I am curious. It's not inside a sight from the looks of things, which means Vector Sports are going to frag out for the time being. Definitely Beaver secured the diffuser. He's going to pull back in, try and go for the plant right here. There's a Meat Jammer close to him. He's going to rotate out to the corner. And oh dear me, Goyo's going to find the Maverick pushing up to him. The IQ's coming in as well for the kill. And both of them are coming in for that matter, as Buck is now going to go for a plant in a different position. And the Echo exposes himself, and there we go. Beaver will take the kill onto Blank, as Vector Sports will win round 7 right here, taking the lead once again, as yep, they are in the lead of 4-3 just by 1 round. Going into round 8 right here, it is going to be very interesting indeed, as yep, round 8 in play, and it is 4-3 on the scoreboard for Vector Sports right here. They are in the lead, mind you, only by 1 round. But once again, as we see the 6 picks come out from Blank, he's gone out from the Alibi into the Valkyrie, and definitely Noob out of the Buck into the Ash, nope, into the Zofia. And Blank, he's just confirming with his team that they do want the Valkyrie, they do, and he'll be forced to confirm anyway with the 6-pick phase timer running out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse the main bombs.
I'm pretty sure, as I said early, very, very early in the game, I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat can hear my voice going hoarse. I'm pretty sure I'm losing my voice as I speak. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And I gotta cast, and I'm more than happy to do it. Around 8 prep phase for the side of Union Gaming. Not a whole lot to say. We saw the soap from them in the last round. The only difference is Jesus is going for the castle. And there's a Kaid in play that is Nos, and there is no Goyo this time around from Fatals, who is on the Jaeger. Interesting set of operators from the side of Union Gaming. Of course, the castle barricades are going to try to funnel the attackers out of the push they want to make into the push that Union Gaming wants them to make. And Union Gaming, in the meanwhile, they are, of course, yeah, that is exactly what they want to do. Oh, my goes down. Skipper taking out that operator. Where did that shot come from? I'm not entirely certain what just happened there. We got a wallbang through CCTV. Or the double window on top of waiting room. I think the double window was broken. Either that or Capital broke it. I'm not sure what happened right there. JV. Okay, yeah, the double window above waiting room is broken. I think, yep, there is a breach in the wall as well. That would have given him a direct line of sight into where the Womai was playing. So there we go. Mystery solved, ladies and gentlemen. That is how Capital, that is Skipper, got the kill onto JV. And that is the Womai of the board very early in the round, which is unfortunate for Union Gaming because, of course, Womai gets his magnets as the round progresses. And oh, the connect comes in from Blank. He's going to get the headshot onto Saiyan, equalizing the man count. And he throws a C4 up there. Will it connect? Yes, it will! Black with a double kill in the early game right here. Minute 40 left on the clock. Takes down Skipper with a brilliant C4 throw. As he, being on the first floor, is turning out to be a lucrative position for him in terms of fragging out for his team. CCTV push is in the meanwhile secured from the side of Vector Sports, but they are now suddenly in the man disadvantage right here. As Ritz slowly pushing up the 90 hallway, suspicious of somebody on the metal stairs. Meanwhile, we get Beaver on the IQ, shot to fire from the castle from inside of offices. This little corner wall right here, reinforced right next to him. As the IQ might just go for the peak, there we go, but nobody connects onto anybody for the time being. It's a 3v4 for Union Gaming to take full advantage of. Meanwhile, flashbangs are being thrown in. It's gonna stun both the Jaeger and the castle. As there we go, Beaver comes in, he's taking out Jesus, and he's gonna push in towards Archive. Will he find the Jaeger? No, yes, he will, in fact. And it's now a 2v3. Suddenly, the man kind of swung violently in favor of the attackers. Beaver's made his way towards side, and Nos with the TCSE is trying to hold off for as best as he can. He seems to know, man. He does a bit of damage, but no, he takes some damage in return. And there we go. There's a fist push up. It's all down to Valkyrie below. Will he be able to get a kill for himself? Will he be able to get this 1v3 clutch as the plan should go off any second now? Blank sitting on middle stairs. There we go. The IQ comes out and will take him out with the LMD. Beaver once again with the plays for his team. And Vector Sports will extend their lead now, winning round 8, going 5-3 up on a border. Five-3 up on border for the side of Vector Sports. Looks like the roll swap is exactly what they needed, and they have taken 2 rounds back-to-back in their favor, as we're going to be going back to Armory Lockers once again from the side of Union Gaming's defense. They really want to get this site done and dusted for themselves so they can move on to a different place, but will they be able to do that? 2 rounds so far have not happened for them. They've once again got pretty much the same set of operators. The difference being, of course, Blank is on the Bandit instead of the Valkyrie. Pretty much all he's done right there is changed his main gadget and his gun out of the MPX into the MP7.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
I'm gonna have to
defused by
try to
attackers.
not call the MP7 the MPX, even if it says MPX in my MP7 in my head. Yeah, I did make that mistake a couple nights ago, you know. So I'm only human, so mistakes can happen. And speaking of mistakes, of course, Union Gaming are going to have to look at the mistakes they've made so far in their Armory Locker holds that they've had for 2 rounds straight. This time making the 3rd round right there, as Vector Sports have just been completely unstoppable in these last 2 rounds, taking just kill after kill, round after round in their favor. Round 9, of course, is in play, and Vector Sports sit 1 round away from match point, 2 from victory. Union Gaming sit 2 rounds away from equalizing.
Moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
And that is, of course, going to be Union Gaming's top priority right now. Equalization with Vector Sports over everything else. With that being said, we're going to be seeing JV make some bullet hole lines of sight for himself. Not sure where that peak goes out into. That is the Archives corner, as Castle makes a rotate right next to that on the office corner. And maybe that... Oh, yeah. Okay, I just realized that those bullet holes, that peak that the Kaid has set up for himself, go out into the office door and a little bit of the east stairs hallway. East hallway, that is. Not east stairs hallway. That's a completely different area of the map. But, yeah, we do see... Oh, shots of fire from below. Nos takes a lot of damage from somebody shooting away below him. That might have been Beaver on the IQ. I'm not sure. I do hear the LMG going off, as definitely Noob is going to find Fatals. That is the Jaeger of the board. That is very quick, as... well then, not a whole lot going in favor of Union Gaming right now, as shots are being fired all over the map. And the RED scanner is, of course, out from the IQ, trying to find defender utilities. Blank is going to find Ritz, that is the nomad of the board. A Maverick comes out, the blowtorch, that is, trying to take out possibly the bandit batteries. It was in a position where he could throw grenades in from, but there's two magnets on that main wall of armory to deny said grenades. He's going for the half-wall trick, looks like, and there's somebody on the armory door protecting the run-out from the side of the Wamai, because they know that there's somebody in there. There has to be, of course, you know. You can never discount that possibility, as there we go. Sayan's going to make a little breach into where he thinks that there's a bandit battery, and he should get it. Yep, that's one off the board, and he's going to do a little bit more work here, take up a little bit of shock wire damage, and he's going to finish up everything. There we go. The half-wall trick is done, and all it's going to take now is definitely a new Ash charge to take it out for his team. Oh, well, that's not particularly the Ash breaching charge we know. That's a very tiny line of sight being established by the Ash. Not sure what happened there, but anyway. That being said, we're going to move right back into the last 35 seconds of this round, as a Nos tilts on your own HP, Jesus as well. Low and L grenade comes in from the Maverick. I think that was, yes, it was Saiyan who takes out the Wamai right there, and that's another big kill. It's suddenly a 4v3 for Union Gaming to try and play in. As shots are going to be fired, and JV is going to find definitely Loom, make it a 3v2, and oh, it's a 2v2 right now. Blank C4 is going to down Beaver. In the meanwhile, it's all down to Maverick right here, Saiyan to try and make some plays happen. He's going to go for the plant because he's forced to. The round timer is not going to permit him to do a whole lot else, as JV's going to start pushing up, and he's second now. There we go, the kite is coming in, but the plant is off. Saiyan knows where the kite's coming from. He's going to fire some shots, and no, JV's going to find Saiyan. And do they know that Skipper's down? They should see him any second now. There we go. And the counter defuse will come out from JV, and Union Gaming with some great plays from the Bandit and the Kaid are going to win round 9. Alrighty then, one round away from equalizing right here from the side of Union Gaming. 5-4 is the score as we're moving into round 10 right here. And, I'm pretty sure as everyone can see on their screens, Blank looks like is having a little bit of loading problems. Oh, he's loaded in, and he should be given an operator. Oh boy, Blank. He has the Tachanka right there. I'm pretty sure he's going to 6-pick out into an operator more suited to his playstyle, and of course the Russian was up. No, is he going to go Russian to Russian? Is he? He is. He's confirmed right there. So the cap can is going to be in play as the sledge is brought in from Definitely Noob out of the Ash. Alrighty then. Round 10 in effect. 5-4 is the scoreline. Both teams have one round to win for themselves to achieve their current goals. Vector Sports 1 round for match point, and Union Gaming 1 round for the equalizer. And this game is shaping up to be an amazing turnout for both of these teams. Regardless of who you support, I'm pretty sure doing a match as fun as this one has been so far is a treat for all of our viewers back at home. And we're gonna see Jesus of the Castle Super Shorty that he stole off of Mozzie is going to be used to be making the same, pretty much the same rotations that you would have had a Mozzie make, honestly. Castle is a 2-2 similar to the Mozzie. The only difference is their main gadgets and primary guns, seeing as their secondaries used to share a similarity. Now they don't, because Castle has the gun that Mozzie formerly had. JV, of course, playing the Wamai. He's going to be sitting inside a side, trying to make sure he doesn't get wall banged from a very, very long angle from any attacker, as Mute, that is Nos, on the second floor, is going to be making some vertical lines of sight for himself to deny attacker pushes, either from below to above or above to below, really. As, yep, everything is just slowly falling into place for the side of Union Gaming's defense. They're putting the last touches here on the hole they want to make, and Capcan, that is blank, he's already got his EDDs down to take a lot of HP off of any particular attacker. Of course, we all know exactly how Kappa's EDD works currently. It's mostly a heavy damage dealer. It's not a one-shot insta-kill as it was before. And oh, he's going to find Ritz for a little bit, do a bit of damage. Definitely the noob has taken some damage as well, as Ritz was too busy putting down one of Nomad's air jabs on the east doorway. Shots are being fired in the general direction of where Capcan was shooting from, but they're not going to find him just because I think Kappa has made his way back in towards cover, and Beaver's going to find blank. That is the Kappa down, and a grenade comes in from definitely Noob. Ironically, onto the Jaeger, as one of Capcan's chaps will do a ridiculous amount of damage to Ritz, and throwing him into a down but not out state. Sane and definitely Noob, in the meanwhile, have taken some damage themselves, as the IQ is pushing up waiting room. Ritz is revived up to 20 HP, making it a 5v3 right here for Vector Sports to play in, but they've got to be careful as Nos has found one. That is definitely Noob off the board. Sledge is gone, making it a 4v3 right now. Still in favor of VS, as we're moving to the 1 minute 10 seconds mark left on the round clock. Mute is still playing uninterrupted on the second floor. We might just be seeing a bathroom push come out from the side of the attackers, of course. Say and the Hibana is going to be busy hard breaching that. There we go. We do have a line of sight on that single wall of the hallway, as IQ and Nomad are already on the second floor trying to get some kills for themselves. C4 comes out, but not going to connect. Nos did that end up giving away his position to the attackers because he's still playing inside of Archives. Grenades are going off all over the map as well. So many explosions. It's a Michael Bay movie up in here. And there we go. Nos is going to find Ritz. That is a big kill. And another attacker, a defender goes down. Beaver takes down Jesus. Is he going to find the Wamai? Yes, he will. Wamai looks away at the wrong time. It's a triple kill for Beaver. Will he be taken out from the angle above? The plan has to go up, but no! The Mute will be taken out by the Zofia Skipper. Gets the last kill onto the last defender. And that will take Vector Sports up on round 10 onto match point. 6-4 in their favor going into round 11. Alrighty then. Do excuse me for that very odd entry into the commentary for this round here. I was just drinking some water for myself. As 6-4 is the round score right here for Vector Sports to take full advantage of. They are on match point, but Union Gaming will not want to give this away this lightly for the side of VS to just feast on. They're going to be fighting their hardest once again on first floor ventilation from the side of the defense. And they definitely need to do that because they need to win 2 rounds back-to-back to try and equalize and push for overtime, which is their only choice right now. They have no rounds worth of leeway for themselves. It's either win or a GG right there. We've got JV on the Kaid this time around. We've got Jesus on the castle once again. Nos on the Mute. He was pulling out some good plays right there on the second floor. Blank on the Jaeger and Bandit. That is, of course, Fatal. And yeah, pretty much the same set of operators as we had in the last round from the side of Union Gaming and Vector Sports for that matter. As we have a quick look at the scoreboard, Blank with 15 kills for himself and Beaver for 14 for Vector Sports. Both of them have pulled out all of the figurative stops, getting as many frags as they can for their team. Blank being joined, of course, by Fatals, Nos, JV, and Jesus, 6, 5, 4, and 2 frags respectively. And for Beaver, it is Saiyan bringing in the support with definitely Noob, 9 and 8 to those two players respectively. Looks like Jesus is asking the question, the bandit, that is fatal. Does he want that hatch open or reinforced? Either that or he's just telling him to reinforce there, and maybe bandit doesn't have a reinforcement for that matter. Will that leave that hatch unreinforced? Of course, probably not, but is it paramount to reinforce that hatch in the first place? Maybe, depending on the kind of strategy Union Gaming want to bring out for themselves. Ooh. Lots of shots being fired all over the map as Ritz is actually going to find Fatals nice and early into the round. Not sure where that went down, though, but the bandit is on the board, and we do already have the offense push happening. The drone is going to spot where the castle is playing, and he's going to go down to definitely a noob. It's a quick 3v5 situation. Union Gaming very heavily on the back foot right now, as Nos is the only one on the second floor left for his team, and he has to get a couple of heads to equalize the man count, if not outright get the lead for his team. IQ, that is Beaver, is firing away with the G8A1 as Nos is trying desperately to find a couple of heads to make sure his team stays alive, but he's not doing a whole lot of damage, and he's going to rotate back to server on the first floor. That is onto site. Bullet hole lines of sight being established by Blank as well, and for the most part, all the defenders are in and around site, and second floor control has been given away to the side of the attackers. Nos is playing the hatch of small office, the one he just rotated through, to make sure that even if he's not up there, his presence will be felt either through a C4 or a shotgun blast to the face, or an SMG, really. Depends on the gun he has in hand at the time. Beaver's drone gets taken out as Ritz is busy putting down nomad charges all over the place. Sane, and meanwhile, has got a line of sight. Not sure where that's from or where that goes on to, but that's a neat line of sight that he has regardless. Vertical lines of sight are being established, and then we go. Shots are fired on towards Nos' head, but they're going to miss. Drone's going to spot where Nos is playing, and the threat's going to be busy breaking down the entire floor up top as the C4 comes out, and it will find definitely new, but the reflect comes in as Nos goes down to the bullets of Ritz. It's a 4v2 right now, and Union Gaming may not be able to keep themselves alive. Vector Sports are putting the nails in the coffin right here as the plan is going off, but that's the wrong place to be planting, saying Blank will easily take that kill, but it's a 1v3 for him. He will find the IQ as well. It's a double kill for the Jaeger as it's a 1v2 right now. There's the Nomad above him. Does he know that? The Nomad won't have enough time, however. The round timer is slowly ticking away. The Jaeger will find another one. That's the Sophia on the board. Will the Nomad get the kill for his team? Maybe, maybe not. The round timer is slowly ticking away. There's only 1 second, and the kill will be confirmed. Ritz through the wall is still gonna take Blank and get that kill with the Nomad and get the win for Vector Sports right at the last second. Oh no! Oh no, Jaeger, that is so unfortunate for him. He did everything he possibly could, and the only thing he didn't do was get out of that position where just a hunch from Ritz, and that was all he needed to secure the last kill, giving Vector Sports the game on border. And mind you, 18 kills to Blank. That man pulled out all the stops tonight, but just not enough to keep his team alive. With that being said, that has been game 4 of day 4 of Division 1 and Season 2 of the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. And Vector Sports have taken border 7-4. No overtimes today, unfortunately. We did have 2 potential overtimes, but nothing coming out right there from either of the teams we had on play today. With that being said, we're going to be moving in, we're going to be taking a break on Monday. That is tomorrow, the 18th of May, because, of course, us casters, we need a little bit of rest after all the shouting we do down the mics, and I'm pretty sure all of you are tired of hearing me back-to-back on a couple of games right here. But, you know, you're not going to have to bear with me much longer. We are done with day 4 of Division 1 and Play Week 2 of Season 2 of the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. That has been it from myself, Blackjack, and my co-caster, Evan Foxy, as we will see you on Tuesday with the beginning of Week 3 and Day 5 of Division 3. Stay tuned.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.